Hey guys, round 34 is about to begin. The last round for the regular season of this year's Euroleague.
Yeah, the grand finale is here. So let's check first what happened in the last round, and we'll take it from there. So we're gonna look at the credit bank for another round, second in a row. I mean, in the double round we had none getting the most credits out of it, and now we have again none with an insane game. Scoring 37 points, 5 out of 5 3-pointers, 47.3 fantasy points. What else can you say? He is one of the favorites for the MVP. Perhaps we can discuss this at a different show. And then we had William Goss stepping up for Olympiacos. That was hit with a lot of injuries, doing his part and having an amazing game, actually, increasing by 1 credit. And then the gem of the last round, Para. I say gem because we also had him as a captain in our team. So honestly, he's been amazing for Barca, coming from the bench for many rounds now. And actually, he was crucial in that big win in Turkey versus Fener. So yeah, a great game for Para that had actually a double-double. I think record for him in both categories, if I remember correctly, points and rebounds. And then some other names that actually, had good games was Peters, that was on fire, Hezonia, Parker, Edwards. They all increased their value and they did quite well. On the other hand, on the downside, we have James, Lucas, and Mirotic, 3 leaders for their teams. They all came short in terms of fantasy, at least, and especially for James and Mirotic, their performance hurt because their teams lost important games. Actually, Milano, although with 1 win, that would be now in the in the equation, in the talks for getting into the play-in. They managed to lose in the last game of the day, and actually they are out from playing. So we wouldn't risk with any of these players, to be honest. And then in terms of coaches, Lasso had the biggest increase, and Pupe the biggest reduction. But I would say in this round, perhaps we will not look in any of them. We're looking more at the teams that they actually need a win on this final round. So with that, let's check how we did last round.
Yes, and as you see, we managed to get 165.85 fantasy points, gaining 0.8 credits. Overall, not bad, not what we wanted to, mainly because Maladon just gave us 14 fantasy points and Sorkin just 11. You see there 5.5 because he's on the bench, so we get the 50% of the total points, as well as Vejankov. As Bill mentioned, Williams Goss stepped up for Olympiacos. That's why Vejankov managed only 19.8 fantasy points. On the other hand, Para as a captain gave us 42.9. I mean, it was a steal, literally. Tavares continued his big performances towards the end of the season, beginning of the playoffs. Thais, 18 fantasy points. He's more or less at that range, 18 to 25, let's say. TJ Shorts, what a year from the guard from Paris, 23 fantasy points. And coach Berzokas managed to give us 10 fantasy points. Also, I need to point out Schneider, 3.5 fantasy points. He managed to get 7 in total. So overall, let's say we are satisfied with this round, heading to the last round 34. But before that, let's see the coach of the week.
Yes, and that's no other from Splitter. We're going this last round with Paris. They need that win versus Alba at home, and they have all the quality to take it. They also have, a player that, talking about MVP, should be in the talks of MVP, even though the place of the team did really short. So I think with just 4.4 credits, it is a steal for this round. There are some other coaches you could perhaps consider, but we believe this is great value for money. So that's our suggestion for this last round.
And with that said, let's see the trades that we made for our team. So we traded out Maledon, Sorkin, and Schneider. You see big names such as Maledon, and Sorkin has a decent year this year. And we managed to get Edwards, Petrusev, and Blossom Game. We wanted to bring Petrusev because he's playing in turn 2, so we wanted the safety of having a player on turn 2, a quality player that can give us a double-digit fantasy points. Also, Edwards, he is in amazing form recently, and we couldn't say no to bringing him in. And on the coach side, we thank Coach Berjokas for the 10 fantasy points, and we brought in the coach of the week, Splitter. Paris playing versus Alba, and we believe they will try to get the W. So with that said, let's see the formation of our team.
So we selected the coach of the week for mouse section, Splitter. That meant we have a lot of credits to play around. So we going at the cards with Swords and Edwards. The dynamic duo, we were actually had in a struggle to choose the captain between these two. We think both of them potentially have good matchups, but we decided to go in the end with Swords. Of course, at forward we have Zenkov and Tavares, that he's having a very good finish of the regular season, and of course the Dice. Then the sixth player is Blossom Game. We think that in terms of credits it's quite cheap, and he's playing quite a lot of time. It's also an important game for Monaco, so actually he has what it takes for him getting the minutes and actually getting some decent fantasy points, hopefully. On our bench we have Yule and Bellinelli, and then for the second turn we do have as a captain Petrusev if we need to, and of course we have Para, that he, as we mentioned earlier, he's been crucial lately. So I guess, guys, that's our team. But before we go, let's check something new.
Yeah, and as you see, some big news to share with all of you. We joined forces with a new website, the Real Hoopers Hub. We checked it; it's so fun. But to be honest, I really like the section. It has also a section about Euroleague Fantasy and Eurocup Fantasy, but also it has a section with several stories around the world, basketball stories. So feel free to share your story as well. But we're very excited for this new chapter.
Yeah, you guys go have a look at it. We will post the link on the description below, so you can check their plays and system, retro stories, community stories. Have a look, and as usual, don't forget to follow us in X, and like and subscribe to our channel, and see you next time. Enjoy the grand finale of the EuroLeague.
Yeah, guys, enjoy the grand finale and see you soon.